It's our worst enemy and our greatest protector. It's hard to overcome it and hard to understand it. Today, I face my fears. Hey guys, welcome to the weekend. You're just in time. Sorry about that, I'm still working on the intro. Throughout our childhoods, we accumulate many fears. Some are valid and they help us avoid danger, and others, not so much. Today I'm taking major inspiration from nickisnotgreen's video titled Overcoming My Childhood Fears Through Exposure Therapy. In this video, Nick explores the things that he feared as a child and he faces them head on. Please go check out Nick's video, it's hilarious, it was such a great idea, and I've put a link to it in the description. So this is probably the closest that I'll ever come to copying, but I thought that taking this concept could still be original enough, as my childhood fears differ a lot from his. It's also perfect timing for spooky season. Wait. Close enough. So, I've got 5 fears that I have to face today. First up, we have the fear that I mentioned in the last video, a random shopkeeper from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. If you've ever played this game, you know that it's the spookiest entry into the series. I loved the game, but once my friend let me play and I went into a shop and I was never the same. I remember it being really eerie, and even though I didn't show it at the moment, it terrified me. I didn't sleep that night. So, I guess it's time to go shopping. So, I just looked through a list of every character in the game, and now I'm kind of wondering if it was even the right game. Like, I know the mask salesman in the game is creepy, but I just didn't think it was him. See, that was sort of similar to what I remember, but I remember like the music all cuts out and it gets really creepy and eerie. Anyway, after a lot of research, the only conclusion that I can come to is that it was the masked salesman. It's crazy how your memories shift over time. I remember the character that I was afraid of looking way different. Anyway, this guy's still creepy, so checks out. Next up, we have something kind of vague. Imagine this. You're 14, high school's just around the corner, you've overcome some of your silly childhood fears, you're starting puberty, and then the Mayans tell you that you and everyone that you've ever loved will die. That's right, it's 2012. I've always been a skeptic, and the concept of 2012 didn't scare me for years, but as it approached, I couldn't help my anxiety. Even the small possibility of it being true was terrifying. It was all made worse on one fateful night. It's family movie night in 2009. Your family chooses a movie that'll change you forever. Now I know what you're thinking. It's 2012, right? No. That would make too much sense. Before 2012 came out, a less successful movie fearmongered on the same concept. I'm talking about Knowing, that one weird Nicolas Cage movie. I guess that doesn't narrow it down. The movie is really out there, and I found the ending cheesy at the time, but it didn't stop it from scaring me. It opened my eyes to what it would look like for the world to end, and that was pretty heavy stuff for a 14-year-old. I haven't watched it since, so I'm gonna load up the movie and we'll watch some scenes.
2,996. Come on.
Totally forgot about this part. Somehow he gets this list of numbers in order that are all of the major catastrophes and losses of lives that have happened in human history. And that's why the plot of the movie starts with them realizing that the last one on the list is the end of the world. It's coming soon, blah blah blah.
Oh my God.
I think that was him realizing that there's about to be another one, like the next day or something. Just imagine watching that scene when you're 14. It's pretty heavy. Cue the beginning of my existential dread.
This isn't the end, son.
I know.
I mean, that was traumatizing now. I can't even imagine when I was 14. Anyway, as I said earlier, super heavy for a 14-year-old, and it started me on a journey of existential thought. So, thanks, Nicolas Cage.
Hi.
This planted a seed that made me avoid watching 2012 on family movie night later that year. Still haven't seen it. Next on the list is the Bugs Life show at Disney. I know what you're thinking, it's like a kid's thing, but I hated spiders, and there's a moment where spiders come down from the ceiling or something. I had to hide my face. I was like 9 maybe. Let's just watch it and see.
Perfect. Oh, and hi, hello, and welcome.
I think I remember this even scaring me.
They're our biggest enemy. No, that's not true. They're my friends.
Oh yeah, I remember this guy.
This means war.
So, as a kid, you can see why that was terrifying. I mean, there were full-grown adults screaming in this video. I feel like I'm realizing quickly that my fears were a little more intense than the ones in Nick's video. Well, we can move on to the next one. It's a little more tame. Like many young kids, my siblings and I got obsessed with Animal Crossing. My sister got the one for GameCube, my brother and I both had the one for DS, and there's a system in the game where if you turn your DS off without saving the game, well, this'll happen. So most of the time Mr. Resetti would just threaten to delete your world, but my brother and I, we were terrified of that concept. Like, you've worked for so long to build up your town and get the right neighbors and customize your house, and then this guy comes up and tells you he's going to take it all away. And I guess that's a little more adult than it seems. Anyway, I get the idea. It's like almost like light parenting. Because if you don't save the game and you reset, there's a chance that it could corrupt your file and you will lose everything, so they try and flip it on you. But I just can't help but feel that there's something a little weird about trying to instill fear into children as the reason that they save their game. It's not right. Anyway, I saved my game every single time, and like the 2 times that I didn't, I was sweating when Mr. Resetti came up. I think he did that one of the times and I may have cried. And finally, on to our last fear. This one's arguably a childhood fear. Not really, I'm cheating here. It's midnight. The concept of midnight. But not because I was scared of the dark, because I went to college. And at college, they put fear into you at midnight. All your papers, your assignments, your programs, everything, it's all due at 11:59 p.m. And if you're not ready by midnight, you're done for. I can't tell you how many times after I finished college, I'll look at the clock at 11:59 and my anxiety just spikes through the roof. And my mind starts racing about what assignments I haven't completed, or am I forgetting a class? Is there something that I'm not doing tonight? It's messed up. Anyway, I'm glad that's over. Hey man, what are you worried about? You finished college months ago. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what I'm thinking. Hello?
I'm sorry to inform you that you have failed to submit your final project. I'm failing you. We're revoking your car insurance.
Wait, what? can't do that. I need car insurance.
I'm sorry. Deadlines are there for a reason. See you next semester. And the one after that. And the one after that. And the one after that.
And a little bonus fear here at the end. My greatest fear for this video is that I wouldn't finish this song on time. Luckily, I conquered that one too. A normal day at my friend's place. He asked me if I wanna play. I don't deny I see my sky. I can't help but be terrified. I face my fears, yeah. Wiped away all my tears. I grew older. I'm so much bolder, yeah. And now I can't see, no. And now I can't see, no. My worries gone, but not for long. It's movie night, I tag along. End of the earth, what's it all worth? I can't help but be terrified. I face my fears, yeah. Wiped away all my tears. I grew older. I'm so much bolder, yeah. And now I can't see, no. And now I can't see, no. Overcame childhood fears and I'm a real adult now. Nothing else can scare me 'cause I'm older and I'm wise now. Well, except for working bills and social situations. Maybe throwing health, family, and future obligations. I'm running out of years, so many fears, can't say them out loud. The days are getting shorter and I don't know what to do now. Gotta move life forward, but I'm stuck here in the right now. I'd rather think the world was ending, stop pretending. Take me back to simple fears, this is overwhelming. Laugh it off and make my way to bed, it's part of life now. And now I can't see, no. And now I can't see, no. You know, I'm noticing something about you, the person watching this. You're being a little silly, a little goofy. You haven't subscribed, or liked, or commented, or hit that bell. Thanks for watching my second video. I've wanted to do YouTube for pretty much my whole life, and I'm finally trying it for the first time ever. I'm heavily inspired by other commentary channels, as you saw if you watched my first video. My first video didn't turn out exactly as I'd hoped. It was supposed to be a little bit more direct in explaining my inspiration, but I'm pretty proud of this second one. I put a lot of work into making it a little more natural and upping the quality on those cinematic shots. If you watch the music video at the end, you know what I'm talking about. So seriously, it's all been a huge learning process for me with these first 2 videos, and if you're willing to join me on that ride, subscribe. It goes a long way. Every view, every subscriber counts right now, trying to grow the channel. So yeah, thanks for watching.